Now, again, here's what the Bible says. Go figure, right? Positive things come out your mouth, right? Positive things happen, right? When negative things come out your mouth, Satan uses that to make what happen? Negative things. Negative things. That's right. Yes. Dr. Fauci, by the way, right? You got to accent the positive, right? You ever heard that song, right? The demon is the spirit that tells you something's going to get worse, right? And not better, right? The angel tells you it's going to get better, not worse, right? You look like a little demon, a little imp, by the way, in fairy tale land, telling us everything's going bad, right? Something's playing upon your fears, right? And you're manifesting your fears, right? And you're the head quack doctor, right? You don't know why, you don't know why. Now, is there a real thing called COVID-19? Yeah, there could be, right? If it was manufactured in the in the laboratory in China or not, right? We know it comes from somewhere in that area, right? Like Mr. Trump was saying, except it has always been around too, right? It's also called SARS, ain't it? Too. So we got a SARS 2 Delta variant, right? Right. Call it what it is. Call it what it is. Y'all came up with COVID-19, but it's really SARS 2 D variant. Delta is also D in English, right? Why not just call it Dracula variant? Then you would get more people to fear you, right? Call it Son of the Devil, right? Or Son of the Dragon, right? Which again is who? Satan. Satan. The dragon drew a third part of the stars of heaven, right? There's only three parts, right? You understand? Androgynous, male or female here, right? And there's also four blood groupings, right? And then you got RH positive and RH negative, right? Why do you think that is, right? Somehow or other, a monkey variant blood grouping, right? Called rhesus monkey blood grouping, right? Is in the gene pool. Mm-hmm. Because something wants us more like a monkey, right? I wonder if that's a demonic spirit, right? Namely Satan himself, right? Who makes his blood, with God's permission, right? Rhesus monkey king. Field. Jesus and Adam's blood was originally what? RH negative. RH negative, right? Now, an RH negative can be born through an RH positive mother, right? But it's harder for an RH positive or negative person to mate more than once, usually, right? And whatever sex the child is, it's usually just once that'll happen. That'll happen, right? And that's because you are not 100% compatible. Mm-hmm. Why do you think that is, right? Satan don't want us, you know, having sex with him that we didn't need anyway, right? Condemned us to punish us, and we condemned him for doing it with us, and therefore all three of them died: Adam, Eve, and Satan, right? Now, who do you think was the first to die, though? Satan? Didn't he go down into the deep, into the grave, right? That sounds suicidal to me, too, right? Right? If you willingly go down into the grave, right, that's suicide, that's suicide. In today's vernacular, right? Now, this was said in ancient Hebrew, so they didn't have a word for someone who kills themselves intentionally, right? Now, Adam just played dumbass of the year, didn't ask God which tree was supposed to eat of, and when Eve asked him, played like he knew, right? Right. Adding to the commandment of God the commandment of a man, right? Telling her not to touch it, least she died. It was the tree in the middle of the garden. Now, I'm sure she must ask him, where he dumbass, where this is located? And he says, I think in the middle. I don't know. Basically, yeah. Right. Somewhere around there. Well, I'm sure she didn't eat the tree in the middle of the garden when she ate it, whatever she ate it, right? I don't know. This tree might have even moved around a little. It was hiding behind a fig tree, I bet. I don't know. Or very close to one that becomes an object of interest in the story, right? Because the leaves they make their aprons out of are fig leaves, right? And you gotta sew at least two together, right? I guess, right? No matter how big they are, right? To have to sew them together, right? To cover your genitalia, right? At least, right? Now, do you normally do that if you bite into an apple? No, I don't. Unless I wanna, get some of the juices off, right? But if I have sex with Satan, I know, right? He's gonna deny it too. Right? He does things like that, you know what I mean? He lies and what offense? Meaning, he knows he did something wrong, but he's not exactly going to confess it now, is he? Is he? What specific sin, though, do you think we have with him that we had to cover our genitalia? Was it straight sex or anal sex? He introduces something different, right? Doing both kinds, right, of sex, right? But all it is the only two ways you can have sex, by the way. Condemn yourself, why don't you, right? Whether you're in the sex with the vagina or sex with the butt of a woman, right? Or with the man, with the man who only has a butt, right? You know, you're a neat freak, I heard, if you're into that, though, right? Why does everything have to be so clean? Because you're doing the butt, right? You think it's dirty and disgusting, or... Well, condemn yourself some more, why don't you, right? If you think it's that bad, don't do it in the first place, right? I mean, it's kind of the advice there, right? If you think you're going to condemn yourself for it, don't do it, right? If you think you can save yourself, save yourself. Get science, ooh, not the pieces, butts, and pants, I know people understand. Science. I'm sorry they did that on that music just a second ago. Not bad for an impersonator, though. Have a good morning.